Salutations everyone, this is Razor coming at you again here with a Battlefield 4 commentary. It's been about a minute since I gave you guys one of these. I actually checked, it's been exactly 1 month. 1 month since my last, ordinary, low effort, everyday Battlefield commentary. And I'm sorry for that, I definitely did not expect that. But there were a lot of things that just got in the way of my channel. Not to say that my life is interesting or anything. I would not say that whatsoever. No one should envy me. But the last month, as far as video games go, it was different. The Titanfall beta came out, and I tried to play that as much as I could, while I could, because it was timed. Like I played the Battlefield 4 beta as much as I could when it came out because I wanted to experience it as much as I could while I could and see if I wanted to experience it in a full retail release version. And, of course, in Battlefield's case, I was like, yeah, give me some of that. But in Titanfall's case, I'll pass. I'm not going to get Titanfall, and I'm not going to post any of it on my channel, obviously. I just didn't think the game was that good. I thought it was, super generic, super duper casual. I think a lot of people are going to love it because of how casual it is, because of how easy it is to play that game. It's just incredibly easy. It makes you feel really good, and if you're super duper easily impressed by things, then Titanfall is going to be your shtick. But that's not me. I'm more of a hardcore competitive shooter, so Battlefield is where I'm going to be staying for the time being, at least until either Call of Duty shows us that they got their shit together. But we have Solitary Games coming out with their first full solo game, so that's not too promising. But if that is the case, then I'll see what's going on over there, or if Mass Effect comes out with another. Either they come out with an Xbox One edition of the trilogy, which has been in the rumor mill as sort of like, when we're seriously thinking about it, in which case I'll kind of force myself to have to play that just because I love Mass Effect so much, and especially if they have the multiplayer for Mass Effect 3 on there again. That would be nice to see in new schmexy graphics. Or if, Mass Effect 4 comes out, but that's probably not for a couple years down the road, or, whatever they call the next new Mass Effect. As far as multiplayer goes, probably going to be staying on the Battlefield 4 here for a while, and I don't have the money to really spend it very much elsewhere. As far as, if I had the money to buy Titanfall in any game that I wanted, I probably would. Like I said, it gave me, about, 20, 30 hours of fun before I'm like, okay, I'm done. Because with the beta, I kind of got bored rather quickly, too. And, of course, the players never make things easier as the times go on because of, just the way that people break the games. And thankfully, Battlefield 4 is always progressively getting better. And I would much rather spend my money on, the Season Pass for Battlefield 4 than on a new multiplayer first-person shooter that isn't as good as Battlefield 4. Mostly just so I can get that F2000. Obviously, I like to play on the new maps and the other guns and the game modes and get the achievements that I can't get right now because they don't have the DLC, but mostly for the new guns. And that F2000, I got a soft spot for it, especially in the Battlefield. I love the F2000 in Battlefield 3. That was my gun. And I don't really know if I have a gun in Battlefield 4 so far. I definitely, the AKU-12 or the AK-12, I forget what it is. People always correct me on it, and that's perfectly fine. If I ever say anything by mistake in the game, by any game, be sure to correct me. I always like being right, and when I'm not right, I always like to know in the future, because, I don't know, I'm just a truth proponent, and I know people obviously do make mistakes, but sometimes it's easy. They should be corrected. But I don't really have a gun as much as I liked the F2000 in Battlefield 3 here. But I like a lot of different guns a little bit. I'm not a big fan of the ACW here, which is what I'm using right now. I saw a lot of people using it in the first 2 months of Battlefield 4. That was kind of the most common gun that I saw, and I got just ripped apart by it. I'd never tried it. I didn't even know that I had unlocked it. It's the second gun that you unlock in its category. I just never paid attention because I was busy with other fun guns. But now that I've started using it, obviously not a whole lot here. I'm still stuck on the regular red dot instead of the Coyote sight, which is definitely my go-to. I don't really like the ACW that much. I don't like the recoil pattern. It is pretty good at close range and decent at mid range. Not so good at long range, especially because of that recoil pattern. And this generic red dot sight doesn't help that much. But I just don't really like it that well. But I do fairly well in this game, 24-5 or something like that. And I obviously haven't been posting Battlefield very often because I haven't played it really often. If I'm not really posting a game, that's because I'm not playing it. That seems to be that's just really how it works. If I'm not posting Call of Duty, it's because I'm not playing Call of Duty. If I'm not posting Battlefield, it means I'm not playing Battlefield. If I'm not posting Mass Effect, then I'm not playing Mass Effect. That's really how it goes. I want to talk about what I'm playing at the time, and I was playing, the Titanfall beta, and I'm doing my Injustice DC series, which is getting a lot of love, which I really like. The last one, not so much. I don't even have a single comment in my Flash video, but a good amount of views, which is appreciated. Not that many likes though, but it's YouTube. It's hard to understand what any of these numbers mean. It's just really wonky and complicated, and no rhyme or reason to it in the long haul. But I've been trying to diversify the content on my channel as well. I don't want to be, a one-dimensional or one-trick pony kind of a guy. As you guys might have seen, I'm keeping up with the What Matter. Those will continue to be a weekly installment on my channel. And I've also been thinking about doing a Let's Play, maybe on the new Strider game that came out on the Xbox One. So let me know what you guys think. Obviously, Let's Plays are not going to get very much love, as they haven't in the past when I have done them. But I promise I'll continue posting Battlefield 4 footage again, as well as other games, and keep other series that I have going in motion. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Final score is 24-5 for the ACW. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.